It's Monday, June 29th. Today on your Morning Atlantic, weekend shooting. One man is dead following a shooting in Dartmouth Friday night. That story and your top news headlines just ahead.
And Halifax Pride. We'll speak with the organizers about what's new for 2026 and why this event is so important to the community. That is in our 7 o'clock hour.
Plus, are you ready for Canada Day? Our friend Sherry French sure is, and she'll join us to share easy ways to celebrate our nation's birthday. All that and so much more just ahead on the Monday edition of Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning. Come on in and join us. I'd like to remind you that Suzette Belliveau will be filling in today all week long.
All week.
Happy to have you.
Yeah, thank you, ladies. I was saying to Crystal earlier when we first came in bright and early today, it's like we're working micro weeks.
It's two micro
days.
weeks.
Yeah, 2 days. Day off. 2 days.
Yeah, a lot of people in that boat. Amanda's on vacation for 2 weeks, so we'll miss her, but we're glad she's getting a bit of rest and time with family. Yeah, but great weekend. You know what I did yesterday? I went to Dartmouth. They had the Open Streets event.
Oh, nice.
It was so fun.
That's great.
It was so fun. I got free cotton candy from a booth.
Oh, you can't
And
beat that.
I had to walk a couple blocks and was like, my daughter will love this. And I walked a couple blocks to meet her. By the time I got there, it was so humid out that the cotton candy had shrunk down from like this big, like, wah, wah, and it was all dripping.
Oh, I didn't even know that could happen.
Neither did I.
Wow.
I mean, I did sneak a few little bites on the way. I'm glad I did.
Thankfully,
Yeah.
Nice to celebrate the community.
Oh,
Absolutely.
really, really fun. Great day. But I did notice it was like humid yesterday and then actually drizzling this morning in the Halifax
Yes,
area.
it was kind of like almost like a mist early in the morning. That's starting to die down now. We are going to see sunshine return.
Oh, great.
But also some pop-up shower activity across Atlantic Canada. So kind of like yesterday, but you know, it's going to be quite muggy, like Crystal mentioned.
Oh
yeah,
my
we're
gosh.
starting to feel that mugginess.
Well, this is nice.
Wow.
Whatever's happening in Meat Cove, that's what I want.
Right?
Yeah.
Beautiful sunny start to the day. Temperature is not too bad. Quite warm early this morning. Light layers are needed. As I mentioned, sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada today, but we do have a chance of showers returning and a risk of thunderstorms for parts of the region into the afternoon. 12 degrees right now to start your day in Fredericton, 11 in Charlottetown and Sydney, 15 degrees in Halifax, 13 early this morning in Labrador City, and 12 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. So exactly what I just mentioned, you can see there some pop-up shower activity will be moving in for Atlantic Canada today with a risk of thunderstorms for parts of the region. Here's a look at our current wind situation. It's going to remain quite light throughout the day today for the Maritimes. As of right now, 17 kilometers per hour in Canso, and no wind gusts to report. We'll take a look at your forecast coming up, but first a look at your local news with Suzette.
Thank you so much, Latavia. Well, police are investigating a weekend shooting in Dartmouth that left one man dead. Officers were called to Leahy Road Friday night around 10:30. When they arrived, police say they found a 39-year-old man who had been shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say the shooting is being treated as a homicide, and they do not believe it was a random incident. No arrests have been made at this time. Well, it's a problem on the streets all over the Maritimes, but people who live in one Cape Breton neighborhood are taking it upon themselves to try and tell drivers to slow down. And the message is being sent in a way you can't really miss. Here's CTV's Ryan McDonald.
The sign says it all. A resident or residents of this neighborhood in Sydney's South End have taken it upon themselves to try and get drivers to slow down.
I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
Sherry Fogarty lives nearby. What she and her neighbors are less amused by is when vehicles roll through stop signs or simply don't stop at all.
Overnight, during the overnight hours, you can hear them just buzzing up, speeding like crazy. That's when it's, you hear more because the car is going so fast.
I live very close to that stop sign, and there's people flying down this road at 60, 70, 80 kilometers an hour. And they've even seen them going by side, racing.
Like most residential areas, the speed limit here is 50 kilometers an hour. Some of the people who live here say that over the years they have contacted police and other officials about the issue, but the dangerous driving continues.
It's been going on for years. It's not like it just started yesterday.
Yeah, we hear this all over the city.
The MLA for the area has a sign in Sydney's South End asking people to slow down, but says that it's a problem all over the municipality. And with school out for summer, he says that safety on the streets is even more important.
If there is a concern in your neighborhood, reach out to your elected representatives, whether it's municipal or provincial. We're always in constant contact with the local authorities to talk about speed concerns in neighborhoods. It's something that matters to all of us.
Back in this neighborhood, while residents would like to see more tickets handed out, their main concern is
that someone's going to have an accident there and get hurt, seriously. And when that happens, it's going to be too late.
And while the people we spoke with weren't sure who put up this sign, its message is one they were happy to stop and talk about. Ryan McDonald, CTV News, Sydney.
Thank you, Ryan. Well, Nova Scotia's offshore energy regulator has released the names of companies that have qualified to bid on building Canada's first offshore wind farms. The Canada-Nova Scotia Offshore Energy Regulator identified 5 companies and 2 groups of companies that won approval to submit bids after they took part in a review process that ended in January. The companies were required to meet certain financial, technical, legal, and social criteria. The federal and provincial agency says a formal call for bids for seabed licenses will be issued later this year. Canada's population is shrinking, with fewer newcomers arriving. And CTV's Maria Saru looks at the impacts it's having on our smallest province.
It's a beef korma, we call.
A lot has changed since Saeed Akbar Sadat came to PEI as a refugee from Afghanistan in 2007.
Different culture, different food, different people. It's amazing.
And after nearly 2 decades building a life on the island,
Feel like home.
it's a feeling that rippled through Charlottetown's waterfront for a diverse city.
I like it because you get to know a little bit about each culture.
The Summer Festival is a celebration of how newcomers have reshaped and added to PEI across 7 communities.
We feel the sense of belonging. We are so proud to show our traditional culture.
It's exactly our second home, so we really love it here and want to contribute Canada here, and then want to do more things to support the community here.
But after years of rapid growth, the trend is turning.
It's certainly put on a different set of pressures. We hear from employers there is a need, especially in certain fields, a need for workers, a need for population in rural areas in order to sustain those services.
PEI's population has dropped for 3 straight quarters, and in the first 3 months of this year, permanent immigration to the island was down 23% from the same time last year. But that slowdown stretches well beyond the island. Across Canada, the population fell by about 55,000 people in the first quarter of the year. That decline was driven largely by fewer people with temporary status, including international students, work permit holders, and asylum claimants.
It's starting to have a trickle-down effect economically.
Charlottetown's mayor says smaller communities across the Atlantic provinces rely on newcomers to fill jobs.
I always see that our doors should be wide open.
Earlier, dozens of new Canadians were sworn in here, a sign that even as the numbers shift, the island is still making room for who comes next. Maria Saru, CTV News, Charlottetown.
Thank you, Maria. Well, this is exciting. Canada's World Cup dream is very much alive after the team's historic win over South Africa yesterday afternoon in Los Angeles.
It's Eustachio! Stefan Eustachio in stoppage time might well have sent Canada into the round of 16 at the World Cup.
That was the moment that sealed the deal for Canada. Yes, Stefan Eustachio drilled the ball in the back of the net in extra time, securing a 1-0 win after a long, scoreless 90-minute game. Team Canada now headed for the round of 16, the best result Canada's men's team has ever achieved. Definitely something to cheer for.
Okay, look at the size of the stadium.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. So awesome.
Sea of red.
Yay.
Lots of Canadian fans making the trip to Los Angeles for the game. I even saw video of a lot of American fans cheering for the Canadian team.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really, really cool. We watched the whole thing and I kept saying, oh my goodness, nothing's happening. And then boom, there it was.
I love that. You have to wait right till the very end because things can be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good to the last drop, as they say. Okay, let's keep it with World Cup. These two German fans have turned their World Cup journey into a road trip. And they're traveling in style. Yeah, they were driving around this 1991 Golf decked out in team colors, and the team had the car shipped to North America in advance of the tournament. See how it's all signed?
Oh,
People are signing autographs everywhere they go, because it's going to, like, yeah, when they ship it back, they'll be able to have it as a rolling autograph book.
Wow.
But it has signatures from 37 World Cup winners and 13 European champions. The next leg of the trip, they're going to go from New Jersey to Boston.
Wow.
So if you see this on the road, honk and wave.
That is the coolest thing
Right?
ever. Oh,
Takes some foresight because we would have had to put it in a container to get it over here.
Yeah, not a cheap endeavor, but amazing.
Who knows where? Maybe it came off here in Halifax. Probably not, because we would have seen it on the streets. But
Yeah, true. Yeah, probably East Coast somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, New York maybe.
That's
Big
cool.
port. Who knows? In any case, there it is. A reminder, too, that FIFA is in full swing. CTV, TSN, and Crave, you're home for coverage for every game during the tournament. On certain days, our shows will be impacted. So on those days, CTV News at 5 and CTV News at 6, those newscasts will move to this station instead of CTV. If you want to find it when, there's a QR code there, or go to ctvnewsatlantic.ca.
Yeah, certainly exciting. You know, this, I don't know about you both, but this is really my first time getting into soccer. And I think, you know, of course, to have North America hosting it, really, it worked because I'd never watched it before. Now we're watching all the time. We're not only Canada games, we're watching all the games, you know?
Yeah, that's so fun. I think I've done it once before, back in my early 20s when Spain won. So it's been a minute for me.
It's fun to watch. Like,
is.
I would not say in general that I'm a big fan of soccer, but I really have been enjoying the World Cup.
It's been fun. I'm hooked now. Yeah,
it's good times.
Oh, it's been great. All right, up next we have a look at your national and international headlines on this Monday morning. And Latavia will have a look at the all-important weather forecast. Here's a live look at St. John right now. Oh, the sun is rising. Stay with us. Your Morning Atlantic will be right back. A little quiet on the streets there right now.
It is.
Good morning and happy Monday. The time now is 6:14. We're taking a live look at Grand Falls, Windsor. Currently 13 degrees starting off your day. We do have a chance of showers expected into the afternoon, around a 30% chance of it happening. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. Temperatures are quite warm across the region early this morning. 15 degrees starting off your day in Halifax with 11 in Sydney and Charlottetown. 12 degrees right now in Fredericton with 11 in Labrador City. 12 degrees in St. John's, Newfoundland. Over to our forecast timeline. So we are going to see a mix of sun and cloud for much of the region to start your day. Sunshine will be sticking around across Prince Edward Island today, but we do have a chance of showers expected for much of Atlantic Canada, around a 30% chance of it happening. A risk of thunderstorms also expected today into the afternoon for parts of New Brunswick, as well as into parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. A chance of showers will continue into this evening, starting to clear out for early Tuesday morning. We are going to see sunshine start off the day again before a chance of showers returns. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, going to remain quite light for the Maritime region. Newfoundland, Labrador only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters. For forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs will be heating back up, ranging from 22 to 30 degrees being the warmest into Campbellton. Lots of sunshine to start your day. Isolated showers expected this afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. Prince Edward Island holding on to sunshine throughout the day today. A mainly cloudy start to your day, but that will clear out, leaving lots of sunshine into the afternoon. Daytime highs will range from 18 degrees in Surrey up to 23 degrees in Tignish. And then for Cape Breton Island, eastern Nova Scotia, starting off with a mix of sun and cloud, seeing a chance of showers move in this afternoon with daytime highs ranging from 16 degrees in Canso up to 26 degrees in Amherst. For the rest of Nova Scotia, beautiful start to your day with a mix of sun and cloud. We are going to see a chance of isolated showers return into the afternoon, and daytime highs will range from 19 degrees in Yarmouth up to 26 degrees in Middleton. Pretty light wind out of the northwest, only 10 kilometers per hour. For Labrador City, 23 degrees today with lots of sunshine to start your day. A chance of showers returns this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. 15 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland. Mainly cloudy start to your day. Clouds will clear out, but we do have a chance of showers expected this afternoon as well. Tuesday's forecast, as I had mentioned, starting off the day with sunshine. We are going to see a chance of showers return for all 3 maritime provinces. Newfoundland and Labrador also going to see a bit of sunshine to start your day, but looking at a chance of showers moving back in. Quite light and spotty in its activity, though. And then into Wednesday on Canada Day, we do have a chance of showers moving back in. Increasing cloudiness expected for the maritime region, with that chance of showers still remaining for parts of all 3 maritime provinces, and Labrador also seeing some precipitation. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Suzette.
It was a weekend of renewed attacks between the U.S. and Iran after a deal was signed just 10 days ago. Overnight, the 2 countries have agreed to stop strikes and allow ships to move freely through the Strait of Hormuz. ABC's Karen Hua has in Washington with the details.
The U.S. and Iran have agreed to stop attacking each other in the Strait of Hormuz and to allow ships to move through freely. This after a weekend of renewed strikes by the U.S. on Iran. According to Central Command, the U.S. first struck Iran in direct response to continued Iranian aggression against commercial shipping. President Trump warned there may come a point when we are no longer able to be reasonable and will be forced to militarily complete the job that we very successfully started. Hours later, Iran retaliated by targeting U.S. military sites in Kuwait and Bahrain. Iranian officials warn American bases in the region will be experiencing hell during these days. The Iranian military released a picture that appears to show a message on one of the missiles launched. Quote, "The only success of Trump is the increased income of American coffin makers and wheelchair manufacturers for his soldiers in this defeated war."
The president's patience isn't going to last forever, but they need to understand their leverage is diminishing by the day.
The memorandum of understanding signed less than 2 weeks ago says Iran would reopen the Strait of Hormuz free for anyone to pass through. But now Iran is apparently reversing itself. Its foreign minister claims Iran alone controls the strait, clashing with the international community's position that the strait is under no country's control. As for what's next, a U.S. official tells ABC News that technical talks about details of the deal are going ahead as planned this week, but it's unclear how long it will take to smooth things over again. Karen Hua, ABC News, Washington.
Team Canada made history last night, as we mentioned, by winning their World Cup match against South Africa 1-0. Millions watched the game on screens at home or at local watch parties, but hundreds actually made the trek to Los Angeles to witness it in person. CTV's Andrew Johnson was there.
Their day started here when they took over a bar, turned it into Canada House, and got busy ordering bacon and eggs and beer for breakfast.
We might not experience this again in our lifetime.
Which is why so many were willing to make the last-minute trip, no matter what it took.
We left Cambridge, drove to Buffalo, went from Buffalo down to Dallas, Dallas to here, got here, found a hotel, don't know the city at all, but we met, found everybody here.
For James Crawford, the journey started 40 years ago.
This is myself on the right.
He was in Mexico to watch Canada at the 1986 World Cup. He has been at every World Cup game the men's team has played ever since.
Completing the dream, watching Canada for 50 years.
Then, hundreds strong, they marched through the streets of Los Angeles. A goosebump moment, especially poignant in light of the politics of the past year. The game itself, with its storybook ending in the final minutes, a goal to send Canada to the round of 16, sent emotional fans streaming out of the stadium.
I may have shed a tear. It was amazing.
For Vancouver's captain, Canada, it was a stunning result.
The shot, the corner, the win. It all happened so fast. Yes. My brother's going to the medical tent. I think he's having a jammer.
No.
Yeah. It's exciting.
And now the team that has come further than any before it in Canadian men's soccer history will play its next match in Houston. Some of these fans will meet them there.
For another like 8 or 12 grand or 15 grand or something, we could get to Houston. You know, I'll go home and sell a vehicle or something.
That next match for Canada in Texas on July 4th will not be an easy one. They'll face either Morocco or the Netherlands, 2 heavyweights ranked in the world's top 10. But for the fans who witnessed history here today in Southern California, anything is now possible. Andrew Johnson, CTV News, Los Angeles.
Well, Well, time now for a quick break. When we return, your must-see moment from our colleagues at TSN. Stay with us at 6:22. Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
Welcome back. It is now 6:25 and time to check in with our friends at TSN Sports Center for today's must-see moment.
Hello, Nikki Reyes with you inside the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Sunday. For that, we'll head to the CFL. Red Blacks taking on the Alouettes. First quarter, Davis Alexander from midfield breaks out of the pocket and airs one out deep to Alexander Hollins. He comes up with a huge diving catch for the touchdown, a 53-yard bomb for 6 points. His first major of the season is a beauty and earns your must-see moment from Sunday. Today on TSN, we've got a full slate of action from the 2026 FIFA World Cup with a round of 32, starting with Brazil taking on Japan. It all starts at 12:45 p.m. Eastern across the TSN network. That's all from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
This TSN must-see moment brought to you by J.R. Rahe's Furniture and Appliances.
Taking a look at our 3-day forecast for New Brunswick, 28 degrees today with a mix of sun and cloud, isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms into the afternoon. On Tuesday, 26 degrees, much of the same is expected. A chance of showers on Canada Day into the afternoon with a high of 25. For Nova Scotia, 25 degrees today with a mix of sun and cloud. Isolated showers expected this afternoon. On Tuesday, isolated showers expected to return with the risk of thunderstorms. 24 degrees on Canada Day, starting off with sunshine, seeing a chance of showers return. For Prince Edward Island, 23 degrees with mainly sunny skies today. On Tuesday, a high yet again of 23. We do have a mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers expected into the afternoon. On Wednesday, seeing evening showers on Canada Day. Time now is 6:27.
Coming up this half hour, the Move Morning Chat. Today we're talking about our favorite Disney movies, and we want to know yours. That's in about 15 minutes on your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada, and welcome the Monday edition of Your Morning Atlantic. I can't believe it. We have a kind of a short midweek break, you know, which is nice. Hopefully we get some good weather, which would be an extra treat as we enter July in just a day or so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
yes,
it's wild.
I forgot. Like Canada Day, July 1st.
Unreal.
Yeah.
June was really dreary.
Yeah,
cold,
it was.
Yeah.
We had a lot of hot temperatures in May, and then all of a sudden it kind of cooled back down. Warming back up, though, this week, which is nice.
Nice to see,
But muggy.
I was going to say, but a little muggy.
You know, the hair I'm touching my hair, like, it just...
You know, that tis the season.
Oh, my curls don't survive.
The frizz is real.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Well, let's just watch the tide go in and out. It's actually exciting in Moncton.
I know, it's
other places in our region, too. We are lucky. We get some serious tide action around here.
Oh, absolutely.
It's incredible.
So as you can see over in Moncton, it's kind of cloudy to start your day. We will be seeing some sunshine as clouds continue to clear out, but a chance of showers will return into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. It is 11 degrees to start your day in Moncton as well as into Charlottetown, 15 degrees in Halifax, 12 currently in Sydney and St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. We are going to see sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada today as clouds clear out, but we do have a chance of showers for much of the region as well as a risk of thunderstorms for parts of Atlantic Canada. And in terms of our wind forecast for the Maritime region, remaining quite light. Nothing above 13 kilometers per hour right now in Canso. No wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Suzette.
Thank you, Latavia. Police are investigating a weekend shooting in Dartmouth that left one man dead. Officers were called to Leahy Road Friday night around 10:30. When they arrived, police say they found a 39-year-old man who had been shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say this shooting is being treated as a homicide, and they do not believe it was a random incident. No arrests have been made at this time. While the high cost of fuel driven by the turmoil in Iran is coming down, it's still rippling through everyday expenses for people here in our region and across the country. CTV's Paul Hollingsworth with the one food item that had the biggest jump in price this spring.
Whenever Tino Kliranomos fills up, it's always a guessing game when it comes to how much he will pay at the pumps.
You get up and you look, and it changes by the day.
Gas and diesel prices have both been changing and dropping in recent weeks as the U.S. and Iran inch closer to a final peace deal. At one point, diesel was selling for more than $2.30 a liter in some Canadian cities. Now it's down across Canada and around the globe, but still relatively high compared to gasoline. Fuel analyst Carol Montroy says there are several reasons for this.
The federal excise tax that was removed on gasoline was 10 cents. On diesel, that same excise tax was 4 cents. So the decrease was less.
Prices for diesel were also much higher compared to gasoline before this latest drop.
And that is directly related to how strong the demand is for that type of products.
High-priced diesel is also increasing the cost of transportation in the trucking industry, which continues to be passed on to consumers. Prices for produce, imported meat, and seafood are still on the rise.
Salmon is the #1 product in terms of increases for the end of May, early June. Salmon prices at retail are up 80%.
Kliranomos has driven both gas and diesel cars. Regardless of what vehicle he owns, he expects to pay a lot for fuel.
Right now, we're just in a situation where if you're going to drive, you're going to have to pay.
There is every expectation the cost of diesel will stay relatively high until there is a change in supply and demand. In the summer, there is a seasonal spike in tourism, construction, and long-haul shipping, which causes an increase in diesel consumption. Paul Hollingsworth, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you so much, Paul. Well, the 5th Canadian Division is standing down as part of an ongoing Canadian Army modernization initiatives to build a more modern, agile, and mission-ready military. But as CTV's Brianne Foley shows us, pride for this historic division continues for Atlantic Canada.
A sunset ceremony on the 5th Division was held in Halifax on Saturday.
Doing it here in Halifax and at Emera Oval represents our history and heritage. This is where soldiers stood guard of Halifax, and so it's fitting for us to come back here one last time as a division.
One of 4 divisions that are regionally based will be made into 3 divisions focused on mission, task, and purpose.
This isn't the first time that we've retired the division or that we've taken them off the active order of battle. The reason that we're standing them down now is because we are reestablishing the Army the way that we need to be set up for the defense of Canada, to be a reliable and credible partner around the world.
Where the rules-based international order is ruptured, and Canada must rapidly rebuild and rearm its armed forces.
Changing to adapt to the world of today.
For the Canadian Army, we're in the midst of a modernization effort where it's all about bringing in new people, some pretty exciting capabilities, and making sure that we have the right structure for the missions of today and tomorrow.
It's part of our life. It should be. Most definitely. I advise anyone to get into it. There's a bright future for anyone that joins the military.
Brigadier General Mark Parsons, the commander of the 5th Canadian Division. Salute General Presente! Ah!
Without forgetting where they came from.
I feel pride, happiness, and I'm glad to have been a part of it and to help support local Canadians around me in my role as a reservist.
Pride in the soldiers that were on parade, pride in the accomplishments that we've had over not only the past 2 years, but for the last 13 years that the 5th Canadian Division has been here in Halifax and throughout the Atlantic provinces, but also a personal pride for the successes that we've seen on domestic operations.
CTV News, Halifax.
Certainly interesting to see how the military is just changing things, adapting to, you know, what's happening in the world right now. But a beautiful ceremony.
Absolutely. Yep, and even though it was a bit wet, did not dampen the spirits. Okay, the Artemis 3 mission hasn't launched yet, but work is well underway for the Artemis 4. This includes the experts. They're going to be sewing that mission spacesuits. I love this behind-the-scenes minutia. This is one of the things I love about this job. So these suits are going to protect the Artemis astronauts as they step onto the lunar surface. They'll have to be functional to allow for movements like squats and lunges. There you go. Seems to be so far so good. Artemis 4 is set to launch in 2028, and the team is doing all they can to get the suits approved and ready by then. So this is probably just one iteration. Like, it won't even be the final version, right?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Bit of a struggle to get up there. It's interesting because it's so, you know, I'm sure heavy, bulky.
Yeah, right. And space, like literally space age materials, but like this, you know, to be fire resistant and breathable and all the things. Like, it's, I mean, it's incredible.
Neat how they got to do all the movement. It makes sense, you know. It showed the guy trying to get up and he still could. So maybe there's more adjustment, you know.
Absolutely.
So neat. And they, you know, clearly, like you said, shows all the work happening so many years in advance.
Exactly.
It has to be perfect.
It has to be perfect. It has to be life-saving in so many scenarios that we would never face on Earth.
100%. All right. Well, still ahead, your entertainment headlines. But up next, the Move Morning Chat. Today, we want to know, what's your favorite Disney movie? Stay with us, your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back at 6:39.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada, and welcome back. The time now is 6:42. We're taking a live look at Truro. A bit of a cloudier start to the day. As of right now, it is 13 degrees as you head outdoors, expecting a mix of sun and cloud before a chance of showers returns into the afternoon. So we are seeing quite a warm, muggy start to the day across the region. As of right now, it is 15 degrees in Halifax, 10 degrees starting off your day in Yarmouth and into St. John, New Brunswick, 12 degrees in Fredericton with 11 in Charlottetown and into Labrador City, 14 degrees over in Gander. Here's a look at your forecast timeline. We are going to see lots of sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada, but also seeing some pop-up shower activity across the region. Into the afternoon, we will be seeing a chance of showers for New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. Around a 30% chance of it happening, though. A risk of thunderstorms expected for New Brunswick and into parts of Labrador. A chance of showers also moving into parts of Newfoundland. Into this evening, that chance of showers continues across Atlantic Canada. Taking us into early Tuesday morning, showers will clear out. Fog patches will develop, and we will be seeing sunshine into the morning before a chance of showers returns. Here's a look at our rainfall outlook. Going to remain quite light for parts of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters across Labrador and parts of Newfoundland. For a forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs will be heating up, ranging from 22 to 30 degrees into Campbellton. Lots of sunshine across the province today. Isolated showers expected this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms and pretty light wind expected as well today. For Prince Edward Island, highs between 18 degrees in Surrey up to 23 degrees in Tignish. Mainly cloudy start to your day with clouds clearing out. Lots of sunshine expected into this afternoon. And then for Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, highs will range from 16 degrees in Canso up to 26 degrees in Amherst. A mix of sun and cloud, isolated showers return into the afternoon. For the rest of Nova Scotia, pretty much the same. We're starting off with a mix of sun and cloud as clouds continue to clear out early on this morning. Isolated showers return into the afternoon. Daytime highs between 19 degrees in Yarmouth up to 26 degrees into Middleton. For Labrador City, 23 degrees is your daytime high today. Lots of sunshine expected. Isolated showers expected this afternoon, though. 15 degrees for your daytime high into St. John's, Newfoundland. Mainly cloudy start to your day with clouds clearing out, leaving a mix of sun and cloud. Chance of showers, though, returns as well this afternoon. For Tuesday's forecast, starting off the day with sunshine. Into the afternoon, a chance of showers will return. Still around a 30% chance of it happening. A risk of thunderstorms remains for New Brunswick. Newfoundland and Labrador also going to hold on to some wet weather. And then into our forecast for Canada today, we are going to see a bit of sunshine, but also increasing cloud cloudiness with a chance of showers returning for parts of mainland Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. So that's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to the Move Morning Chat. We are back with another edition of the Move Morning Chat with Aaron and Peter. This morning, we're talking about Disney. We want to know what your favorite Disney movie is. Aaron, Peter, who's going first?
Well, you know what? We had to bring the conversation to you guys here this morning because all the hype with Toy Story 5. I mean, we've just been hearing so many amazing things about Toy Story 5. We have yet both to see the new movie, but I mean, I went and binged all the old Toy Story movies leading up to this. So one of my favorites for sure. My other favorite Disney movie of all time is Finding Nemo. It's one of those movies that it ages great, like Toy Story. It never gets old. It's kind of like a comfort movie for me. I can throw it on. I automatically just feel like at peace. Something about that movie makes me feel at peace. So Finding Nemo, hands down, my favorite Disney movie of all time.
I don't think a lot of people are going to agree with me on my favorite Disney movie of all time because it kind of, well, I think it's the most underrated of the Disney movies.
Okay.
And it's The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's such a great score. It is dark. It is not like any other Disney movie. And just a little side note here. I once had the chance to express that same thought that this is the most underrated Disney movie to Roger Ebert of Siskel and Ebert, the great movie critic, the thumbs up guys and all of that sort of thing. And he agreed with me, so I feel vindicated somehow. We interviewed him during one of the opportunities we had to broadcast from Disney World. So yes, I'm going with The Hunchback of Notre Dame. That is the hill I'm willing to die on. I love that movie.
Peter, I'm not going to lie to you. It is one of my most listened to soundtracks, especially when I do a long run.
Really?
Oh, listen to The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's so good. Alan Menken, amazing. That movie turning 30 years old as well.
Wild.
All right.
Okay, well, I think our viewers would guess this. It's The Little Mermaid. That's my favorite Disney movie. I'm such a water baby, and I wish I was a mermaid. It's just incredibly done, and it stood the test of time. I literally put it on for my kids. I'm like, watch this. It's so good.
It's so good. I'm going to go back to, okay, so Peter said The Hunchback. Then I'm going to also add in Beauty and the Beast. I also, what a tale as old as time, classic songs. And it's still so powerful to this day. I love the stage adaptations, live action, win. Oh gosh, Disney does have a special place in our hearts.
Yes, I even have a Disney princess tattoo because I'm obsessed with Disney. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we're gonna ask our viewers.
Yeah.
Right? Let's do it.
Let's do it. What is your all-time favorite Disney movie? It's got us thinking of other ones. Maybe Fox and the Hound, Up, maybe something more modern, Frozen. Send us a text, 10400. We'll share your answers a little later.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:52. We're going to head over to Hollywood and take a look at your entertainment headlines.
Try to stay calm, Jesse.
I'm the definition of calm.
Toy Story 5 picked up another $70 million in its second weekend, topping the box office after making the strongest debut of the year last weekend.
This does not look like this is going to end well for you guys.
Supergirl was this weekend's big new release, but only managed to collect $38 million, below what Warner Brothers had been hoping for.
I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
And the low-budget horror hit Obsession took in just under $10 million, 7 weeks into its run.
Just have all these songs in my head. Just gotta get them out.
In other box office news, Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic, has now surpassed 2023's Oppenheimer as the highest grossing biopic of all time. The film has raked in $977 million since its debut in April. And happy birthday to actress Camila Mendes, best known for her 7-season run on Riverdale. She also appeared in this year's Masters of the Universe movie. Mendes is 32. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Lionel Moise, ABC News.
And in case you missed it, here's a good news story about a student-led program at St. Mary's University.
It's called the Bliss Program, and it helps foster food affordability in the community. CTV's Brianne Foley introduces us to the people who are making it happen.
Finding the best deals for groceries can be challenging, but now there's an app for that.
Bliss is a grocery affordability and food access platform, and Bliss formed because we were worried, really, me and my friends, about food expenses. We're in Nova Scotia, which has the highest food inflation rate in the country, and we thought that the current tools available to navigate these expenses were fragmented.
Helping people access food in different ways.
I think food banks are being used more than ever, and when I was creating this tool, before launching it or promoting it, I was exclusively sitting down with food banks and other nonprofit organizations kind of in the space to make sure I was getting their feedback, their input, and we were framing the tool in a way that was complementary to the already kind of existing resources.
Now they're going to have this source of information where they can go and get the rest of the groceries they need after they come to us in a cheaper way, in a more affordable way.
The app updates hours, locations, and maps from grocery stores to food banks.
Our food map allows people to see what food banks are open. They don't have to be wondering where their next meal will come from. And we also allow people to volunteer through our app with those food banks.
Those kinds of things are important so that they don't make the trip here to try and get what they need and end up not having their questions answered or not getting the help they need.
And even offers meal ideas and shows where you can find the products for the cheapest price.
We really want to allow the user to feel like it's their choice, it's for them. So really that recommended view they get is really a best fit store for what they want, whether it's groceries, whether it's our access kind of resource map or the meals they want to create.
Everybody can use Bliss. No matter your financial situation, you know, it's not about money. It's about finding a meal that's the most affordable.
Now, recently, they expanded into New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, and they're hoping the Bliss experience will reach the rest of Canada. Brianne Foley, CTV News, Halifax.
Taking another look at our 3-day forecast, 28 degrees today for your daytime high in New Brunswick, a mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. On Tuesday, we're looking at the same, starting off the day with sunshine, seeing a chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms into the afternoon. 26 degrees is your daytime high, dropping down to 25 on Wednesday, but remaining above seasonal on Canada Day. A mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers expected to return. For Nova Scotia, 25 degrees today, starting off the day with sunshine, seeing a chance of showers into the afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms and a chance of showers into the afternoon on Tuesday. 24 degrees on Canada Day. We're looking at a mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers returning. Prince Edward Island, 23 degrees and mainly sunny skies. On Tuesday, we're looking at 23 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud, isolated showers expected into the afternoon. And on Canada Day, we're looking at 23 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud with evening showers. Time now, 6:56. We'll be right back.
June 29th. Today on Your Morning Atlantic, weekend shooting. An investigation is underway after a shooting in Dartmouth left one man dead. That story in your top news headlines just ahead.
And get ready to celebrate. Organizers are putting the finishing touches on Halifax Pride celebrations. They'll kick off on July 16th, and we'll get a preview this half hour on Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday, June 29th. I can't believe June is almost done.
It really
It's
is. This
wild.
definitely the last Monday in June since it is the 29th and all.
I know.
Unreal to think July just around the corner, you know? Like,
I know.
yes. And I think because it's been kind of a damp and dreary spring, start to summer, that people are extra excited for July, that they're shocked it's here already because we haven't had, you know, those hot temperatures that we're used to seeing sometimes. When I look back, and I'm sure many people look back on their Facebook memories, you just think, oh my goodness, that was a nice day a few years ago.
I was at the beach.
Totally. Every year's different though. I've had, my daughter's going to turn 19 on July 20th. When I had her, I know, crazy, right? That was really cold, but I remember I was so grateful for it because it was cold and dreary, and I remember it was cool enough to be like, I could nap and stuff like that.
That's
because
good.
You're heavily pregnant. And then as soon as she was born, the weather turned and it was hot and beautiful, so. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But it is getting quite muggy, and the temperatures are warming up, so we're slowly getting to where we want to be. But
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, there's some moisture in the air this morning.
Yeah, some moisture indeed. A very foggy start to your day, so obviously impacting visibility over there. Something to keep in mind if you are heading over to the Confederation Bridge early on this morning. We will start to see fog burn off, sunshine returning across Prince Edward Island as well, and we are going to see those temperatures continue to warm up. As of right now, 11 degrees in Charlottetown, 15 in Halifax, 13 degrees currently in Fredericton, with 11 in Labrador City, 13 degrees in St. John's, Newfoundland. So we are going to see sunshine for parts of Atlantic Canada to start your day as clouds clear out. But we are also going to see the return of a chance of showers for much of the region, with a risk of thunderstorms for parts of Atlantic Canada as well. And in terms of our wind forecast, remaining quite light for all three maritime provinces, only 13 kilometers per hour to start your day in Canso. No wind gusts to report. And we'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead. But first, a look at your local news with Suzette.
Thank you so much, Latavia. Well, police are investigating a weekend shooting in Dartmouth that left one man dead. Officers were called to Leahy Road Friday night around 10:30. When they arrived, police say they found a 39-year-old man who had been shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say the shooting is being treated as a homicide, and they do not believe it was a random incident. No arrests have been made at this point. Nova Scotia's offshore energy regulator has released the names of companies that have qualified to bid on building Canada's first offshore wind farm. The Canada-Nova Scotia Offshore Energy Regulator identified 5 companies and 2 groups of companies that won approval to submit bids after they took part in a review process that ended in January. The companies were required to meet certain financial, technical, legal, and social criteria. The federal provincial agency says a formal call for bids for seabed licenses will be issued later this year. Canada's population is shrinking, with fewer newcomers arriving. CTV's Maria Saru looks at the impact it's having on our smallest province.
It's a beef korma, we call.
A lot has changed since Saeed Akbar Sadat came to PEI as a refugee from Afghanistan in 2007.
Different culture, different food, different people. It's amazing.
And after nearly 2 decades building a life on the island,
feel like home.
It's a feeling that rippled through Charlottetown's waterfront for diverse city.
I like it because you get to know a little bit about each culture.
The Summer Festival is a celebration of how newcomers have reshaped and added to PEI across 7 communities.
We feel the sense of belonging. We are so proud to show our traditional culture.
It's exactly our second home, so we really love it here and want to contribute Canada here, and then want to do more things to support the community here.
But after years of rapid growth, the trend is turning.
It's certainly put on a different set of pressures. We hear from employers there is a need, especially in certain fields, a need for workers, a need for population in rural areas in order to sustain those services.
PEI's population has dropped for 3 straight quarters, and in the first 3 months of this year, permanent immigration to the island was down 23% from the same time last year. But that slowdown stretches well beyond the island. Across Canada, the population fell by about 55,000 people in the first quarter of the year. That decline was driven largely by fewer people with temporary status, including international students, work permit holders and asylum claimants.
It's starting to have a trickle-down effect economically.
Charlottetown's mayor says smaller communities across the Atlantic provinces rely on newcomers to fill jobs.
I always see that our doors should be wide open.
Earlier, dozens of new Canadians were sworn in here, a sign that even as the numbers shift, the island is still making room for who comes next. Maria Saru, CTV News, Charlottetown.
Finally, we head overseas where Europe saw a record-breaking heat wave this past week that led to France reporting 1,000 additional deaths. In Berlin, police are using water cannons to cool down crowds, while extreme temperatures also sparked wildfires in parts of Germany. The World Weather Attribution suggests climate change is the cause, and as the heat wave moves east across several countries, the World Health Organization warns that Europe is now the fastest warming continent and needs to do more to protect its citizens. Isn't that something?
Wow.
The images we're seeing online from this heat wave in Europe is quite remarkable. Over the weekend, I saw shots on Instagram of lightning in Paris and lightning striking the top of the Eiffel Tower. What a shot to see. Yeah.
Right?
Some people had the camera rolling, you know, or webcams at the right time. Yeah.
It is so very interesting. The heat wave's been going on for a long time, too, in Europe. You know what else has been going on for a while now? FIFA. This is related. This is a fun story, actually. This little kid is named after the GOAT.
So they named this little guy Messi, so that's why he has the Argentinian jersey on right now.
That's why he's wearing that Argentinian jersey. Of course, many people think Messi is the greatest of all time, or GOAT. This one is in Kansas City. It's an actual baby goat who's been named after Lionel Messi, complete with this cute little uniform in extra small.
Yes,
this is amazing.
Horrible.
The fact that the GOAT is okay wearing the jersey is amazing.
He loves it.
All the other ones are jealous. They're like, what is going on?
That's so cute.
They have a tiny little goat, and also the goat master there, or whatever you want to goat. What do you call them? Goat shepherd.
Yeah.
He's so proud of his little Lionel Messi. Okay, that brings us to our FIFA reminder. Yes, of course, you know by now that all the FIFA coverage is CTV, TSN, and Crave. But because of that, on certain days, our newscast, the 5 and/or the 6, may be moved from CTV to this channel. So on those days, all you have to do is check out the QR code there or go to ctvnewsatlantic.ca. There's just a little link that names all the dates and times that the newscast changes. But for us here, we don't have to change the channel. It's an easy day.
We're still rocking and rolling.
Exactly.
Still rocking and rolling. Yeah, the games go all the time. Some of them late. I'm just amazed at, I mean, while they are out west and the time zone is different, you know, 11 p.m. out here, out east, and a new game shows up.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun Saturday night to watch. You know, I love it. I think it's been great.
It's been fun. Yeah. It's bringing the world closer together, which is always nice.
Exactly. All right, we still have more to come in this half hour. Your national news headlines just ahead. But first, Latavia has a look at the all-important weather forecast on this Monday, the last Monday of June. Here's a live look at Peggy's Cove this morning. Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back. It's 7:08. Stay with us.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. The time now is 7:12. We're taking a live look at Fredericton. A bit of a cloudier start to the day, currently 13 degrees. We will be seeing sunshine in your area before a chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms returns into the afternoon. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. Warm to start, a bit muggy early this morning. 15 degrees early this morning in Halifax with 11 in Yarmouth, 13 degrees in St. John, New Brunswick, 12 degrees in Charlottetown, 13 starting off your day in Labrador City, and 16 degrees already in Gander. Here's a look at our forecast timeline. We are going to see sunshine as cloud coverage and fog starts to dissipate and clear out. We are going to see a chance of showers, though, return for New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. Newfoundland, Labrador also dealing with a chance of showers, a risk of thunderstorms for Labrador and into New Brunswick this afternoon. Into this evening, much of the same is expected. We are still holding on to a chance of showers for parts of the Maritime region. Newfoundland, Labrador still dealing with some wet weather. Starting to clear out, though, for early Tuesday morning as we see sunshine return into the forecast before a chance of showers returns into the afternoon. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, it's going to remain quite light for New Brunswick and Nova Scotia today, only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters expected across Labrador and into parts of Newfoundland. For forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs will be warming back up, ranging from 22 degrees in St. John, New Brunswick, up to 29. We are going to see sunshine as cloud coverage starts to break down, and we are going to see isolated showers return into the afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. Prince Edward Island, mainly cloudy to start your day, will clear out, though, leaving lots of sunshine into the afternoon across the island. Daytime highs will range from 17 degrees in Surrey up to 26 in Tignish. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, looking at a mix of sun and cloud to start your day. A chance of showers moves in this afternoon. Only around a 30% chance of it happening, though. Daytime highs will range from 16 degrees in Canso up to 26 degrees in Amherst. For the rest of the province, looking at sunny skies as clouds clear out a little bit later this morning. Isolated showers expected to return into the afternoon, with daytime highs between 21 degrees in Yarmouth up to 25 in Kentville. Pretty light wind out of the northwest, only getting up to 10 kilometers per hour. For Labrador City, 22 degrees today with sunny skies to start your day. Chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. 15 degrees for St. John's, Newfoundland, mainly cloudy to start your day. We're looking at a chance of showers moving in this afternoon. So much of the same is expected on Tuesday, starting off the day with sunshine, increasing cloudiness, still being left with a mix of sun and cloud for parts of the maritime region. A chance of showers will return, only around a 30% chance yet again. Newfoundland and Labrador also going to deal with some precipitation. Into our forecast for Canada Day, we are going to see increasing cloudiness as well. Still seeing some sunny breaks into the afternoon, though, and a chance of showers will return for parts of the maritime region as well as across parts of Labrador. All right, now we're going to take a look at your campfire conditions, and for that, we're taking a look first at New Brunswick. Burning is allowed right across the province today. Make sure to check for your burning bans because they are valid until 2 p.m. And for Nova Scotia, much of the province is looking at burning allowed between 2 p.m. and 8 a.m. However, for Hants County into the Tri-County area, burning is only allowed around 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. And then for Prince Edward Island, burning is allowed between 2 p.m. and 8 a.m. Like I mentioned, valid until 2 p.m. today. So always remember to check for municipal bylaws. Keep fires small and under control. Never leave a fire unattended, and make sure that a fire is out before you head to bed or leave your campsite. That's a look at your campfire conditions. Now we're going to turn our attention over to Suzette.
Thank you so much, Latavia. Well, it was a weekend of renewed attacks between the U.S. and Iran after a deal was signed just 10 days ago. Overnight, the two countries have agreed to stop strikes and allow ships to move freely through the Strait of Hormuz. ABC's Karen Hu is in Washington with the details.
The U.S. and Iran have agreed to stop attacking each other in the Strait of Hormuz.
Hi, everyone. Apologies. We have technical difficulties. We'll go to another story now. It was a huge day for tennis fans. First,
ahead of her remarkable return to Wimbledon, Serena Williams is revealing her big comeback almost didn't happen.
I was like, what's wrong with me, Serena? What are you thinking? Like, are you nuts?
The 44-year-old says spending time with her kids and her other business ventures were two reasons not to return to pro tennis. The other reason, she says, was the anti-doping testing system in tennis. The rules require players to notify testers where they'll be every day and pick a 1-hour window when they promise to be available. Miss that window too many times and the player can be banned. Serena calls the system grueling and unprofessional.
So I guess I can't go pick up my kids. It's unprofessional, I think. I hate it. I think it's necessary, but I should be able to go without having it count as a missed test.
The testing agency pushing back, insisting there's flexibility, saying the rules are there to protect players and haven't changed in years. Still, Serena undeterred, and everyone from fans to fellow tennis pros are celebrating her return.
She's so inspiring to everyone.
Our Maggie Rulli catching up with 24-time major champion Novak Djokovic, who says Serena has never stopped inspiring others.
2 children later. She's, after many years of being absent from the tour, her body, transforming and trying to, be fit and be able to compete with the best players in the world. It's something that is very admirable.
As for Djokovic, at 38, with retirement questions following him, he says it's a love of the game that keeps him going.
When I was 7, I was constructing this Wimbledon trophy in my room out of the improvised materials that I could find. So that's how much it really means to me.
Serena plays her first Wimbledon singles match since 2022 tomorrow, facing 20-year-old Australian Maya Joint. She'll play doubles with her sister Venus Thursday. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Once again, we apologize for our technical difficulties during the national and international news. It is 7:18, though. Stay with us. We have a lot more Your Morning Atlantic coming right up. We'll be right back.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
Welcome back. It's 7:22. Now, as Pride Month comes to an end, people in our region are ramping up for Halifax's largest Pride celebration on July 16th to 26th. Organizers tell us the festival will offer a wide variety of events at venues throughout the community, despite a drop in funding this year due to government budget cuts. Here to tell us more about Halifax Pride 2026 is Fiona Kerr, Executive Director of Halifax Pride. Good morning, Fiona.
Good morning.
So first of all, why is Pride such an important event for the community?
I think, as things are shifting politically and socially south of the border and also here, it's just becoming more and more important. What we do is just so crucial to people in our community and even allies now as things become more complicated and difficult for our community.
Now, despite the fact that you did have your funding cut this year, you've managed to pull together, I think, a huge variety of events suitable for all ages. Maybe you could, well, first of all, what was it like to have the cut? Was you were still able to move on somehow?
Yeah, I mean, it was very disheartening. I think everybody in the arts and culture sector felt it. I mean, we were at those rallies with everybody back in March, and it was definitely a hit. Also, we received project funding, so it wasn't just our operating funding. So a lot of things were really up in the air for a while there, but we were really able to kind of shift and pivot and consolidate some things, and it thankfully worked out in our favor.
Well, we're showing some images of just some of the many, many events suitable for families, people who want to go out and have a fun time over the age of 19. There really is a huge variety. Maybe walk through a couple, something that's new or notable for this year.
Yeah, I mean, we expanded some of our second weekend programming this year. So we've got Pride Live on Friday the 24th, which is a new concert we're doing. It's kind of a lead up to Canada Pride next year. We've also got some returning stuff like the Gaily. Obviously, the parade is back. Some of our big nighttime events like the Bump and the Grind. But we've also got a new slate of family-friendly events. So we're doing a family day on the Garrison grounds. So, yeah, there's really something for everybody, I think.
Well, here's the parade. This would be probably the biggest event, certainly the marquee event of the Halifax Pride Festival. Anything people need to know about the parade this year?
I would say make sure to monitor the weather.
Yes.
It's been very, very hot the last few years, as no one is surprised. So make sure you bring water, make sure you bring sunscreen. The route hasn't changed, so thankfully if you found a good spot to watch it last year, you can be in the same spot. But just make sure you're safe. We recommend that folks leave pets at home and just really take weather into account on the day.
Yeah, that's a great point. And do you still have a need for volunteers?
We do. We needed to fill, I think, over 500 volunteer shifts this year. I think we're about 60% of the way through. So if anyone would like to volunteer, there's more information on our website, and you can sign up to volunteer. Basically, even once the festival starts, you can still sign up to volunteer.
Fantastic. We have 30 seconds left. What do you want to get out to the world, Fiona?
I'm just so happy that Pride is happening. We obviously are struggling, just like every other nonprofit organization and every other queer organization, but seeing our community come together and seeing our festival come together is always so uplifting, and I love the work we do. It's really important and it's really fun.
Well, it's a lot of work, so thank you so much for the work you do, and we'll put more information on our website so you can find out about the events happening for Halifax Pride. Kicks off on the 16th. Over to you now, Latavia.
Thanks, Crystal. Taking a look at our 3-day forecast for New Brunswick. 28 degrees today with a mix of sun and cloud. We do have a chance of showers returning into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. On Tuesday, 26 degrees is your daytime high, still remaining above seasonal. Isolated showers return yet again into the afternoon. And then on Wednesday, 25 degrees on Canada Day. We're looking at a mix of sun and cloud with a low chance of showers returning. For Nova Scotia, 25 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers. 25 on Tuesday, isolated showers and risk of thunderstorms into the afternoon. And then on Canada Day, we're looking at a high of 24, a bit of sunshine before a low chance of showers returns. Prince Edward Island, 23 degrees and mainly sunny skies. 23 on Tuesday with isolated showers into the afternoon. And then on Wednesday, 23 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day with evening showers.
Just ahead in this half hour, a new destination for coastal dining. We'll visit the new Watermark restaurant just minutes away from Peggy's Cove to check out the space and the menu. That's in about 15 minutes or so, right here on Your Morning Atlantic.
Well, good morning. Come on in and join us. 7:30 on this Monday, last Monday in June. Maybe this, if you're in a position where you can get away, you can book a getaway, this is your sign to do that. Maybe do the Ocean Stone. I personally have never been to Ocean Stone.
Me neither.
Hear great things. They've got a gorgeous spa. I can't wait to check out that restaurant vicariously through our cameraman in a little bit. But it's fun. If you even a weekend getaway can feel like a week off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's such a refresh. It's really nice, especially during the summertime.
Yep. Great for the mind, body, soul. Why not?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Especially if the sun is shining. Right?
Exactly. That definitely helps. Yeah. So we are seeing a bit of a cloudier, foggy start to the day for parts of the region, sunshine for others. We are going to see that fog burn off, cloud coverage start to clear out, leaving some more sunshine. As you can see over in Masstown, it is quite cloudy and muggy early this morning. So we are going to see temperatures warm up as well, above seasonal for much of our daytime highs, and we do have a chance of showers returning into the afternoon. 15 degrees to start your day in Halifax, 12 in Sydney and Charlottetown, 14 degrees right now in Fredericton, with 15 degrees in Happy Valley Goose Bay, 16 in Gander. So here's a look at our satellite and radar. We are expecting a chance of showers this afternoon for much of Atlantic Canada, with a risk of thunderstorms across Labrador and parts of New Brunswick. Here's a look at the current wind situation for the Maritime region. Quite light. We are going to see 13 kilometers per hour for sustained wind in Canso right now, 11 in Yarmouth, as well as into Grand Manan. No wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead. For us to look at your local news with Suzette.
Thank you, Latavia. Police are investigating a weekend shooting in Dartmouth that left one man dead. Officers were called to Leahy Road Friday night around 10:30. When they arrived, police say they found a 39-year-old man who had been shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say the shooting is being treated as a homicide, and they do not believe it was a random incident. No arrests have been made at this time. Well, while the high cost of fuel driven by the turmoil in Iran is coming down, it's still rippling through everyday expenses for people here in Atlantic Canada and across the country. CTV's Paul Hollingsworth with the one food item that had the biggest jump in price this spring.
Whenever Tino Clarinomos fills up, it's always a guessing game when it comes to how much he will pay at the pumps.
You get up and you look, and it changes by the day.
Gas and diesel prices have both been changing and dropping in recent weeks as the U.S. and Iran inch closer to a final peace deal. At one point, diesel was selling for more than $2.30 a liter in some Canadian cities. Now it's down across Canada and around the globe, but still relatively high compared to gasoline. Fuel analyst Carol Montroy says there are several reasons for this.
The federal excise tax that was removed on gasoline was 10 cents. On diesel, that same excise tax was 4 cents. So the decrease was less.
Prices for diesel were also much higher compared to gasoline before this latest drop.
And that is directly related to how strong the demand is for that type of products.
High-priced diesel is also increasing the cost of transportation in the trucking industry, which continues to be passed on to consumers. Prices for produce, imported meat, and seafood are still on the rise.
Salmon is the #1 product in terms of increases for the end of May, early June. Salmon prices at retail are up 80%.
Clearanomos has driven both gas and diesel cars. Regardless of what vehicle he owns, he expects to pay a lot for fuel.
Right now, we're just in a situation where if you're going to drive, you're going to have to pay.
There is every expectation the cost of diesel will stay relatively high until there is a change in supply and demand. In the summer, there is a seasonal spike in tourism, construction, and long-haul shipping, which causes an increase in diesel consumption. Paul Hollingsworth, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you, Paul. Well, it's a problem on streets all over the Maritimes. But people who live in one Cape Breton neighborhood are taking it upon themselves to try and tell drivers to slow down. And the message is being sent in a way you really can't miss. Here's CTV's Ryan McDonald.
The sign says it all. A resident or residents of this neighborhood in Sydney's South End have taken it upon themselves to try and get drivers to slow down.
I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
Sherry Fogarty lives nearby. What she and her neighbors are less amused by is when vehicles roll through stop signs or simply don't stop at all.
Overnight, during the overnight hours, you can hear them just buzzing up, speeding like crazy. That's when it's, you hear more because the car is going so fast.
I live very close to that stop sign, and there's people flying down this road at 60, 70, 80 kilometers an hour. And they didn't even see them going by side, racing.
Like most residential areas, the speed limit here is 50 kilometers an hour. Some of the people who live here say that over the years they have contacted police and other officials about the issue, but the dangerous driving continues.
It's been going on for years. It's not like it just started yesterday.
Yeah, we hear this all over the city.
The MLA for the area has a sign in Sydney's South End asking people to slow down, but says that it's a problem all over the municipality. And with school out for summer, he says that safety on the streets is even more important.
If there is a concern in your neighborhood, reach out to your elected representatives, whether it's municipal or provincial. We're always in constant contact with the local authorities to talk about speed concerns in neighborhoods. It's something that matters to all of us.
Back in this neighborhood, while residents would like to see more tickets handed out, their main concern is
that someone's going to have an accident there and get hurt, seriously. And when that happens, it's going to be too late.
And while the people we spoke with weren't sure who put up this sign, its message is one they were happy to stop and talk about. Ryan McDonald, CTV News, Sydney.
And finally, Canada's World Cup dream is very much alive after the team's historic win over South Africa yesterday in Los Angeles.
It's Eustachio!
That was the moment that sealed the deal for Canada as Stefan Estacio, thank you, drilled the ball into the back of the net in extra time, securing a 1-0 win after a long, scoreless 90-minute game. Team Canada now headed for the round of 16, the best result Canada's men's team has ever achieved.
Woo! I only know Estacio so well because it's so fun to say. It's like my favorite name to say on the Canadian team. Estacio.
I think there's the name on our teleprompter and the pronouncer, and I think the pronouncer's messing me up.
The pronouncer,
yeah.
Always gets me every time.
What a game.
What a game.
Yeah, incredible.
Good to the end. All right, you know what it's time to do? Check in on our friend, Helene. Maybe mom and dad are in the nest right now. Let's take a little peeky poke at the nest. Look! It is! Bruce or Suji's there with Helene. Look, she's almost as big.
Almost as big, yeah.
Holy moly. But we learned last week that it'll be a few years before she has the white head and tail.
Wow.
Yes.
This is incredible.
I know. Are they eating an eel? I think they are. I think they're enjoying their morning eel.
Oh, yum.
Yum. Fresh eel. There's nothing like it. That's awesome.
I can't believe how big she is. Wow.
I can't believe it.
Have you been following them for a while?
Yes,
Oh,
we're
yes.
checking them every day.
Oh.
She was born on the 24th of April. I have it marked in my calendar.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's really growing. Anyway,
Time flies.
Port Moyan Wildlife Association, thank you so much for that Eagle Cam.
That's great. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. All right. Well, we still have a lot more to come this morning. Don't forget about the Move Morning Chat. Your question today, what's your favorite Disney movie?
Oh, gosh.
We're getting a lot of answers.
So many. Amazing.
Good.
Can't wait for that roundup date of the show. What's yours, Suzette?
You know, I have to think about it a bit. I think I would have enjoyed Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Snow White, the classics.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so a lot of good classics.
Someone said Hocus Pocus, and I was like, that's one of my favorites.
Is that a Disney movie?
Yes.
I think we don't realize what are the
Exactly. I
Disney
think after a while, like even Hercules, one of my faves. I just remember that was Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw that in the theater. I love that. For me, I think just last week, I don't know if it's favorite because it's hard to nail down one, but we watched The Parent Trap, the 1990s one, and Freaky Friday.
Yes.
Double feature.
Disney. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The one with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
Oh my
so good. Emperor's New Groove. Hilarious.
Yes.
There's a lot of them. I'll have to Google.
Right?
You know, you don't realize what they're part of. That's exciting. All right. Well, we can't wait. Send us your answers because we can't wait to share your favorite Disney movies with us today. We've reached the halfway point of our show already, but we still have a lot more to bring you. Of course, Latavia has that all-important weather forecast as we say goodbye to June and hello to July in a few months. And then we're going to talk about a new dining experience near Peggy's Cove. We'll visit Watermark, the newest addition to Oceanstone Resort. Stay with us. It's 7:40. Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada, and welcome back. The time now is 7:44. We're taking a live look at Edmonton. As of right now, it is 9 degrees as you head outdoors this morning. We are going to see a chance of showers return into the afternoon. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. Quite muggy starting off your day for parts of the region. As of right now, it is 15 degrees in Halifax, 12 starting off your day about Sydney and Charlottetown, 14 degrees in early this morning in Fredericton, 13 in Labrador City with 10 degrees over in Corner Brook. We are going to see a bit of a cloudier start to the day, a bit of fog for parts of Atlantic Canada. Fog will burn off, cloud coverage will clear out, seeing sunshine for much of the region. We do have a chance of showers that will return into the afternoon, though, for parts of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick with the risk of thunderstorms, as well as into Labrador, and Newfoundland looking at a chance of showers as well. Into this evening, much of the same is expected, holding on to a chance of showers, quite low and spotting in its activity, though. That brings us into early Tuesday morning. Fog will redevelop. A chance of showers will start to clear out, leaving sunshine early in the morning on Tuesday before a low chance of showers returns. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, going to remain quite light for parts of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters across Labrador and into parts of Newfoundland. Temperatures will be heating up today above seasonal for our daytime highs across New Brunswick, ranging from 22 degrees into St. John up to 29. Sunny skies as cloud coverage clears out. Isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms into this afternoon. Prince Edward Island, seeing mainly cloudy skies starting off the day, will clear out, leaving lots of sunshine across the island today. 17 degrees in Surrey, up to 26 in Tignish. For Cape Breton Island, eastern Nova Scotia, also going to see a mix of sun and cloud to start your day. Isolated showers return into the afternoon. Daytime highs will range from 16 degrees in Canso up to 26 degrees in Amherst. For the rest of Nova Scotia, a bit of sunshine as cloud coverage starts to break down early this morning. Isolated showers expected this afternoon with daytime highs between 21 degrees in Yarmouth up to 25 degrees in Kentville. For Labrador City, quite warm today as well. 22 degrees is your daytime high. A sunny start to your day with a chance of showers this afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms, and a bit of a cooler daytime high for St. John's, Newfoundland at 15 degrees. Mainly cloudy start to your day. A chance of showers will return into the afternoon. For a forecast on Tuesday, starting off the day with sunshine for all 3 maritime provinces. A chance of showers returns for Cape Breton Island, eastern Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and Labrador, seeing a bit of wet weather to start your day. Then into the afternoon, a chance of showers will return for parts of of all 3 maritime provinces, holding on to a low chance of precipitation for both Newfoundland and Labrador. On Canada Day, we are going to see increasing cloudiness for much of the region. A chance of showers will return for parts of New Brunswick into mainland Nova Scotia, and that will increase that chance of showers for parts of the maritime region into the evening. Newfoundland, Labrador dealing with some wet weather as well. So that's a look at your weather forecast. Going to head over to Watermark Restaurant.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Jen Kermy, and I'm VP Operations here at Oceanstone Resort. And welcome to our brand new restaurant, Watermark. We're so excited. We just recently opened 3 weeks ago now, and already getting rave reviews from the locals and our guests at the resort. Even have a few regular tables already coming in weekly, which is a great opportunity to see for what we were doing. Our goal here is to create an amazing, comfortable, cozy space for all of our guests, as well as local residents. We want you to feel like you're at home. We want you to feel like this is a place that you can come and enjoy and have a great meal, have fun with your friends, celebrate, and enjoy the beautiful views of the ocean. This beautiful renovation was a collaboration with Curated Nation, who helped us to bring to life our coastal cozy option here at Oceanstone, creating a vibe of warmth and local feeling, which makes you feel like you're always at home. Some of the renovations that were done really just, brightening things up a bit. We gave it some new paint, made it a beautiful bright color in here, and created this beautiful bar back here with a beautiful ocean wave looking marble. The doors, beautiful nice blue, and then we have these beautiful seagulls kind of flying around with lots of coastal imaging throughout, giving again that whole tie-in to our beautiful Oceanstone space down by the water and tying in that whole resort and spa experience of calm and cozy. Our chef, Leon McIntyre, comes to us with 20 years experience in the industry and multiple years as an executive chef. He's comes to us from Scotland and has recently been out in British Columbia and moved out to Halifax only recently, joining us with so much knowledge on great seasonal food items, which is what we offer here at Watermark. Wonderful dishes that you can try that are always fresh, with fresh ingredients and ready for the season. Our dessert menu is all made in-house. We have an amazing pastry chef here who creates everything from scratch. We have even our ice cream, which is a semi-freddo, made in-house here. Great option with your sundae, or you can have our amazing cheesecake, also made in-house, as well as many other great options that are perfect to finish off your meal. With the addition of Watermark Restaurant here at Oceanstone Resort, now you have the full package. You can come stay on site in one of our coastal cottages, enjoy our wonderful Nordic spa, and then come up and have a wonderful meal while you're attending. Come and join us for our dine, stay, and spa package and have a wonderful weekend away and enjoy Oceanstone.
Well, that is certainly making me hungry. Looks great. All right, to your health and medical news now. 5 years after BC's deadly Heath Dome, Provincial Health Officer Dr. Bonnie Henry says the tragedy still weighs heavily on for many people. CTV's Amanda Debison has the details in your health.
More than 600 people died during the 2021 event, many of them living alone without a way to stay cool indoors. Dr. Henry says the province has since introduced a heat alert response system and preparedness guide to reduce the risk of future deaths. Researchers say more needs to be done to identify and protect vulnerable people, while municipalities are adding measures such as cooling requirements for rental housing. France's health ministry has confirmed that the Ebola virus has infected a doctor who worked in the Congo. The individual returned from a humanitarian mission in one of the virus transmission zones and was taken into care at a specialized facility in France. The Congolese health ministry says they are closing in on 1,100 confirmed cases of Ebola, including 277 deaths. The Ebola outbreak, caused by a rare strain of the virus, has no vaccines or treatment, and officials admit there could be far more cases they don't know about. Finally, a new study suggests humans and great apes have been giggling in similar ways since branching off the evolutionary tree. researchers tickled 13 captive apes like gorillas and chimpanzees and recorded the results. They re-examined those decades-old recordings and compared them with the newly captured giggles of 4 young children while they were being tickled and playing at home. It turns out the chuckles of humans and great apes follow similar rhythms, with regular timing between their laughs, a uniting thread that likely reflects their ties to a common ancestor.
So we could say that finding similarities like commonalities in human and all the great apes until orangutans, that will be that kind of feature, that regularity that was really like hardwired into our evolution, because it was something that we've really been doing for 15 million years. So it must be, a very strict and important feature of the way we laugh.
The new research was published in the journal Communications Biology.
And now we'd like to introduce you to the Maritimers who are marking milestones today. It's a 63rd anniversary for Gordon and Mary Morton of Riverview, New Brunswick.
63 years. Congratulations, you two. Thank you for sharing your special day with us.
Happy anniversary.
And it is a 100th birthday for Doris Carpenter of Rothsay, New Brunswick. Happy birthday, Doris.
Happy birthday. What a milestone. And to see your milestone again or to find out how to submit one, visit our website by scanning the QR code on your screen. And a reminder, milestones must be received 2 weeks in advance. And there was a big party over the weekend in Toronto, but entry was very exclusive.
Yes, the event was thrown by rapper Drake as an apology to women with a certain name. CTV's Mike Walker explains.
A massive lineup, hundreds of women hoping to get into an exclusive party for one thing they all have in common. What's your name?
Janice. I'm Janice. My name is Janice. Janice!
The event at the Cactus Club, a formal apology to the Janices of Toronto from rapper Drake for using their name in his hit single that doesn't have any kind words for someone named Janice and repeatedly tells them to shut up.
For me to hear my name in a song like that, and it's in such a derogatory term, I was just like, come on, Drake, you can do better. We don't deserve this.
In order to attend the event organized by Drake's team, guests had to RSVP and show government ID to prove their legal first name is Janice. Why did you want to be here?
To meet all the other Janices, to support the song. It's so cool.
Drake invited all of us to say I'm sorry, so we're all here, and hopefully he'll be here to apologize in person.
Many surprisingly received an invite on social media, like Janice, who took the train from London.
I think that we are all also surprised the age demographic here. I'm 40. Everybody keeps saying, oh, this is going to be a 65-plus party. And if you look around, it is not.
This follows a series of publicity stunts by Drake promoting the release of 3 new albums. Inside, they were wined and dined by Drake's team with a 3-course lunch, plus raffles for cash prizes.
Some lucky lady got $2,500.
It was awesome. Drake is giving out cash in there.
But Drake wasn't here, and with capacity capped at 150, not every Janice who RSVP'd and showed up got in.
Can't get in with the RSVP.
Why is that?
We're not on the list.
Some seeking another apology from Drake.
I drove all the way from Bowmanville, and I'm here. Do your thing. You're Drake.
You swear at us you're trying to make it right, but it's actually even worse right now.
While others admit there is a consolation prize.
It was so fun meeting so many other Janices.
Those who did get in say it's
Apology is accepted.
Janice apology parties also held in New York, LA, Miami, and Houston. Mike Walker, CTV News.
All right, we're going to take another look at our 3-day forecast. 28 degrees today with sunshine as clouds clear out, but we do have isolated showers returning into the afternoon with a risk of thunderstorms. Our chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms returns yet again on Tuesday afternoon. And then on Canada Day, a high of 25. Starting off the day with a mix of sun and cloud, but a low chance of showers returns. For Nova Scotia, 25 degrees today, a mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers into the afternoon. Isolated showers return on Tuesday with a risk of thunderstorms, and then 24 on Wednesday, mix of sun and cloud with a low chance of showers yet again. For Prince Edward Island, 23 degrees. Lots of sunshine across the island today. 23 degrees on Tuesday, starting off the day with sunshine, seeing the return of a chance of showers into the afternoon. And 23 degrees on Wednesday, a mix of sun and cloud throughout the day. Evening showers expected. Time now, 7:56.
It's Monday, June 29th. Today on your Morning Atlantic, weekend shooting. One man is dead following a shooting in Dartmouth Friday night. That story and more. Your top headlines just ahead.
And are you ready to celebrate Canada? July 1st is only days away, so we'll get some great suggestions from lifestyle contributor Sherry French on how to make the day extra fun. That is just ahead in this half hour on your Morning Atlantic. Your turn, Suzette.
Oh, I thought it was Latavia's turn to say hello. All right, well, welcome everybody. And yeah, thank you for joining us today. 8 o'clock hour here, 1 hour left.
Right?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it's busy Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I always find that a week with a holiday in it, everything gets a little more compressed.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Although some people probably took today and tomorrow off.
Yes, some people took a long weekend. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them if you can. If you got it, take it. We won't have a show on Canada Day, but we will be here today and tomorrow. Yeah. Amanda, though, not so much. She's off for a couple weeks. Good for her.
That's nice for her to enjoy some time with family.
For sure.
Yeah, that's really special. Hopefully some good weather.
Yeah.
Let's hope so, and things can change on the day, too. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we are looking at some sunshine.
Nice.
For much of the region. But we are also seeing that trend of pop-up shower activity. Low and spotty activity, though, but expected into this afternoon for many areas. So as you can see, a live look at Chester, much of a very gloomy start to the day. So we are holding on to some cloud coverage early this morning for parts of the region. We are expecting that cloud coverage to start to break down, leaving some pockets of sunshine. But for the most part, it is a bit cloudy to start. 15 degrees early this morning in Halifax, 12 degrees in Sydney and Charlottetown, 14 starting off your day in Fredericton, 15 degrees in Cartwright, and looking at 13 in St. John's, Newfoundland. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. We are going to see a chance of showers move in for much of Atlantic Canada into this afternoon. A risk of thunderstorms will move in as well for New Brunswick and for Labrador. In terms of our wind forecast, remaining light for all three maritime provinces today. As of right now, 13 kilometers per hour in Canso, 11 into Yarmouth and Grand Manan with no wind gusts to report. We'll take another look at your long-range forecast just ahead, but first a look at your local news with Suzette.
Thank you so much, Latavia. Well, police are investigating a weekend shooting in Dartmouth that left one man dead. Officers were called to Leahy Road Friday night around 10:30. When they arrived, police say they found a 39-year-old man who had been shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say the shooting is being treated as a homicide, and they do not believe it was a random incident. No arrests have been made at this time. Nova Scotia's offshore energy regulator has released the names of companies that have qualified to bid on building Canada's first offshore wind farms. The Canada-Nova Scotia Offshore Energy Regulator identified 5 companies and 2 groups of companies that won approval to submit bids after they took part in a review process that ended in January. The companies were required to meet certain financial, technical, legal, and social criteria. The federal provincial agency says a formal call for bids for seabed licenses will be issued later this year. Canada's population is shrinking, with fewer newcomers arriving. CTV's Maria Saru looks at the impact it's having on our smallest province.
the beef korma we call.
A lot has changed since Saeed Akbar Sadat came to PEI as a refugee from Afghanistan in 2007.
Different culture, different food, different people. It's amazing.
And after nearly 2 decades building a life on the island,
Feel like home.
it's a feeling that rippled through Charlottetown's waterfront for a diverse city.
I like it because you get to know a little bit about each culture.
The Summer Festival is a celebration of how newcomers have reshaped and added to PEI across 7 communities.
We feel the sense of belonging. We are so proud to show our traditional culture.
It's exactly our second home, so we really love it here and want to contribute Canada here, and then want to do more things to support the community here.
But after years of rapid growth, the trend is turning.
It's certainly put on a different set of pressures. We hear from employers there is a need, especially in certain fields, a need for workers, a need for population in rural areas in order to sustain those services.
PEI's population has dropped for 3 straight quarters, and in the first 3 months of this year, permanent immigration to the island was down 23% from the same time last year. But that slowdown stretches well beyond the island. Across Canada, the population fell by about 55,000 people in the first quarter of the year. That decline was driven largely by fewer people with temporary status, including international students, work permit holders, and asylum claimants.
It's starting to have a trickle-down effect economically.
Charlottetown's mayor says smaller communities across the Atlantic provinces rely on newcomers to fill jobs.
I always see that our doors should be wide open.
Earlier, dozens of new Canadians were sworn in here, a sign that even as the numbers shift, the island is still making room for who comes next. Maria Saru, CTV News, Charlottetown.
And finally, one of the most sought-after events in Newfoundland and Labrador is held in an art studio in the city of Mount Pearl. And the stars of the show are a bunch of kids. CTV's Garrett Berry on why it's so hard to get a ticket to this popular class.
They're rambunctious, demanding, in short, terrible painting partners. But at the Clay Cafe in Mount Pearl, this crowd can't get enough.
They're cute because there's baby goats, and baby goats are the best. I definitely like Cardi B and Figgy.
Why do you like Cardi B?
Because she's a troublemaker like me. Figgy, Timbit, and the one that looks like a lamb.
That's why this twice-monthly event has been sold out since 2019.
What makes this all work, of course, is just how approachable these animals are. They'll climb up on your table or take food right out of your hand. Or Figgy here will, as you can see, cuddle real close if you hold him in your arms.
Still, it's more painting near goats than painting with goats. The only markings these guys made on the floor. But they're so cute, they might even bring you to tears.
They keep jumping up on the tables and trying to clear it off, and they're like, oh, I'm here.
Cleanup aside, for staff, it's a highlight of the job.
It's our favorite day to work because we get to come in and cuddle the goats, and it's like an extra adventure of them running around, and we just call ourselves part-time goat wranglers.
Each of these animals a little bit different.
Goats, I just think, are extra special because, as you can see, they're silly, but they're, sweet and loving, and it's a super cool mixture for sure.
So farmer Julie Hollett says bringing her animals to the public and seeing children and adults alike fall in love is a joy. Garrett Berry, CTV News, Mount Pearl, Newfoundland and Labrador.
All right, Gary, not bad.
Fantastic. That is so cute.
I know, what a great idea. That'd bring me in, but that was in Newfoundland. So
very nice.
We can't go today, but we can book a date later this summer. Yeah. Okay, this is a first for the European Union. Sweden's environment minister brought her baby to an EU Council meeting recently. So her 3-month-old baby named Adam was there as ministers talked about climate change policies. There he is. An official, EU official rather, says this is the first time a baby has joined a minister's meeting. The Swedish minister had just returned from mat leave, and she brought the baby to the meeting to highlight the benefits of parental leave. So Adam helped her make a point.
Aww.
They're good at that age, too. Most of the time, they're quiet, so you can probably get some work done.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
My toddlers, not so much. Yeah, no.
You definitely know they were there.
Exactly.
Adam was quiet. Looks like, or we don't know. I wasn't in the room, but he looked like he was.
Yeah. Too funny. Well, still to come this half hour, we'll check in with our friend Sherry French to get some fun inspiration for Canada Day. She's always got great ideas.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But first, the latest look at the Monday forecast. Here's a live look at Belleville Cove. Oh, quite foggy in the Clare municipality this morning. Hello to everyone watching us from southwest Nova Scotia. All right, it is 8:10. Stay with us. Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back.
Is it hard work to keep that cove up, Suzette?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Good morning and happy Monday. The time now is 8:13. Quite a foggy start to the day over in Shelburne. 15 degrees to start. It's feeling quite muggy as well. We are expecting that fog to burn off, clouds to start to clear out, leaving a bit of sunshine before a chance of showers moves in this afternoon. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. 15 degrees to start your day as well in Halifax. 15 as well right now in Charlottetown, 13 degrees in Moncton with 14 in Fredericton, 19 degrees right now in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and 17 degrees in Gander. We are going to see that fog start to burn off. As I mentioned, clouds will clear out, leaving sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada before a chance of showers returns into the afternoon. A risk of thunderstorms also will be present into New Brunswick and Labrador. And then into this evening, much of the same is expected, holding on to a low chance of showers before clearing out early Tuesday morning. We are going to see fog develop and cloud coverage increase before clearing out, leaving sunshine into Tuesday's forecast, and a low chance of showers will return. If you're wondering about precipitation totals, remaining quite light for New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. We are going to see around 2 to 5 millimeters for Labrador and parts of Newfoundland. For a forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs warming up, ranging from 22 to 29 degrees today. Sunny skies expected as cloud coverage starts to break down later this morning. Isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms and light wind expected for the province today. Prince Edward Island, highs between 17 degrees in Surrey up to 26 in Tignish. Mainly cloudy start to your day, but clouds will clear out, leaving sunshine across the island. For Cape Breton, eastern Nova Scotia, pretty much the same. Looking at a mix of sun and cloud as cloud coverage starts to break down. A chance of showers returns this afternoon with highs between 16 degrees in Canso up to 26 in Amherst. For the rest of Nova Scotia, highs will range from 21 degrees in Yarmouth up to 25 in Kentville. A mix of sun and cloud later this morning and a chance of isolated showers into the afternoon. For Labrador City, it's quite warm today with a high of 22. Sunny skies with a chance of showers this afternoon, a risk of thunderstorms as well. 15 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland, mainly cloudy start to your day, and looking at a chance of showers into the afternoon as well. Tuesday's forecast, we are going to see sunshine early in the morning for all 3 maritime provinces. Cape Breton Island and eastern Nova Scotia looking at a chance of showers. Also seeing a chance of showers returning for parts of Newfoundland and Labrador. And then into the afternoon, we are going to see a chance of showers for parts of all 3 maritime provinces. Still remains low and spotty in its activity, though. For Canada Day, increasing cloudiness is expected. A low chance of showers will return for parts of New Brunswick and mainland Nova Scotia. And that will increase yet again across all 3 maritime provinces into the evening hours. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Suzette.
Thank you so much, Latavia. The Prime Minister was in Toronto over the weekend for the city's annual Pride Parade. The Prime Minister joined Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow along the parade route, shaking hands and taking selfies with the huge crowds. Tens of thousands of people lined the streets for the colorful celebration. This year's theme is We Won't Stop, to highlight the community's ongoing fight for rights and visibility. Political parties appear to be stepping into the AI realm. The Conservative Party of Canada recently posted an ad using generated AI, which has some critics concerned that it's crossing the line. CTV's Michael Couture has the story.
We haven't eaten today.
Yeah, we're only technically hungry, though.
It's the latest Conservative attack ad, and it's made mostly with generative artificial intelligence. The ad is bookended with real TV clips, but the punchline is a play off Canada's economy being in a technical recession.
Only technically homeless.
They want to figure out what that line is.
Elizabeth Dubois specializes in political uses of AI at the University of Ottawa. She thinks political parties are testing the limits of the technology.
But I also think we're in for a bit of a reckoning with, what is appropriate and what isn't appropriate. There's a lot where we don't have good, strong social norms around these uses yet.
Labeling is one of those things experts hope becomes the norm. In the Conservatives' case, there is one at the bottom right of the screen. In a statement, the party's director of communications said, like many organizations, the CPC is exploring responsible ways to use AI to enhance its communications, adding it was created by Canadians who work in digital content.
Everywhere I go, they love Donald Trump.
The U.S. president has become famous for reposting generative AI videos. A 2025 study by the Social Media Lab at Toronto Metropolitan University showed 59% of Canadians say they no longer fully trust political news online because of possible AI manipulation.
If we do this survey this year, the number would be even higher, simply because of the prevalence of generative AI content online.
Nonpartisan civic organizations are also using AI. Build Canada created this ad calling on all governments to deliver on their promises, telling CTV News AI is part of their experimentation with various communication methods. In the political arena, former operatives believe safeguards must be in place for the next election.
And if there are not rules established, then we will see a level of disinformation and abuse that we have literally never seen before.
The recently tabled Safe Social Media Act would require social media companies to label synthetically generated content on their platforms. It says nothing about political parties having to do so, despite a recommendation by Canada's chief electoral officer 2 years ago. Mike Lecouteur, CTV News, Ottawa.
All right, it is 8:19 on this Monday morning. Stay with us, Your Morning Atlantic. We'll be right back.
Move Mornings with Aaron and Peter. Weekday mornings on Move 100. The most fun in the morning. And home of the $1,000 minute. Only on Move 100 Halifax.
It's time to celebrate Canada Day. And to help us make the most of the occasion, we are joined by our partner and friend of the show, Sherry French. Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning and happy almost Canada Day, everybody. Are you ready to celebrate?
I'm so ready. Your setup is amazing. I love that you're at the cottage. So if we're hosting a Canada Day event, how can we give it a little bit of a personal touch?
Yeah, well, this summer, it's all about elevating our outdoor spaces and our weekend getaways. So whether you're prepping for a cottage retreat, like I'm having right now, or hosting an al fresco dinner party, the Cricut Joy Extra allows you to trade generic store-bought items for bespoke, personalized details. And I love that you can pair it with the free Cricut Design Space app. You can find it right on your phone. It's going to easily help you transform simple lifestyle concepts into custom cottage decor or any elevated summer essentials. Now, what I love about the best about it, it's tiny. It's very, very ultra compact and portable. So if I'm at the house and going to the cottage, I can pack it into my bag and take it right to the cottage. So great price, $2.79, and easy to find at Amazon.
Okay, fantastic. I've heard such great things about Cricut, and yeah, some people even use it to start a home business. Okay, I love that you've got the Stripes products there. Canada Day and summer entertaining season are definitely here. What are some of your must-have essentials?
Yeah, well, from backyard gatherings to cottage escapes, outdoor adventures, we know that Canadian Tire has all of our summer essentials to help us Canadians gear up for any long weekends or the warmer months ahead. And yes, I am ready to celebrate Canada Day with all of my Hudson's Bay Stripes Summer 26 collection that's now available at Canadian Tire. My favorite thing is my cooler bag, my insulated cooler bag. So when I'm going from one house to the cottage, pack this up. It's huge, so I can get everything in it. I love this carafe. You can have some water or juice ready to go. Water bottle for the kids on the go. You've also got the Thermacell rechargeable mosquito repellent, always outside on my deck. But this is the most amazing thing that I've got for the cottage this year. This is the Ninja Swirl. So I'm literally serving ice cream at the cottage now. So head to your local Canadian Tire or visit canadiantire.ca.
Definitely. Okay, I'll definitely be adding to cart that thermocell for Latavia. She's been bugged by bugs. She needs to get one. And I love the bag, too. All right, you've got some snacks there. No Canada Day celebration is complete without a snack. What have you got there?
For Canada Day, I'm always looking for easy snacks that feel a little special, but of course we need it to feel Canadian. So we're loving Made Goods Cranberry Maple Organic Granola Bites. I promise you, they really deliver. Throw them in your purse, give them to the kids on the way in the car to wherever you're going for Canada Day, but they're only back for a limited time, so make sure you're shopping now. And they combine rich Quebec maple syrup, tart cranberries, and organic prairie oats for a sweet and tangy flavor that just screams summer. So head to madegoodfoods.ca or your local Walmart or Loblaws.
Oh my gosh, great idea. And for fun, for Canada Day, they just happen to be red and white. So they're very themed.
And they match my t-shirt.
They match your t-shirt.
You'll find them on the shelf. You'll find them on the shelf very easily, yes.
Yeah, I love that. All right, well, Sherry,
delicious.
always great to see you. Happy Canada Day to you and your family.
Happy Canada Day. I will actually be in Ontario celebrating at the cottage.
Fantastic. All right, well, have a great time. And yeah, thanks for these great suggestions as well.
All right, taking another look at our 3-day forecast for New Brunswick. 28 degrees for your daytime high. Looking at a mix of sun and cloud as clouds clear out, but we do have isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms into the afternoon. On Tuesday, a chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms does return into the afternoon with a high of 26. 25 degrees on Canada Day. Looking at a mix of sun and cloud, a low chance of showers into the afternoon. For Nova Scotia, 25 degrees today, seeing sunshine, but also a low chance of showers this afternoon. 25 degrees on Tuesday, isolated showers and a risk of thunderstorms also returns yet again. And then on Wednesday, we're looking at a high of 24 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud with a low chance of showers. Prince Edward Island, 23 degrees today with mainly sunny skies. 23 on Tuesday, seeing a mix of sun and cloud, a low chance of showers returns. And then on Canada Day, looking at a high of 23, a mix of sun and cloud throughout the day. Evening showers expected.
Still to come this morning, who says field trips are just for kids? Not Eastern Front Theater. They'll join us with all the fun details about their summer culture adventures, and you're invited. That's just ahead on Your Morning Atlantic.
Good morning, Atlantic Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. The time now is 8:30. Still a half hour left of the show, but it's been quite a quick day.
Yeah, it has been busy Monday, last Monday of June, obviously, being it's the 29th.
Yes.
July starts on Wednesday.
School's out this week across the Maritimes. Wow.
I know. Tomorrow is, I know in the Halifax Regional Education Center, tomorrow is like kind of early go in.
Get the report card.
Technically get your report cards, but they're digital now, so you don't physically pick up a report card. Yeah.
Wow.
That was the fun. It was always nice to get the hard copy.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I like a hard copy of things, but not the way it is anymore. In fact, I remember as being a parent, you got to have like a special password to get in, and it can be a little bit
interesting. Okay.
There we are. There we are. So that's.
If you weren't tech savvy.
Yeah. Gotta get tech savvy. Gotta get with the times, otherwise you'll be left behind.
Exactly.
But anyway, it is there. So look at this. We're using the webcam. That's technology.
Yeah, absolutely.
The boat is technology, but it is an older technology.
Exactly. Not necessarily up with the times.
No.
Well, as you can see, fog has burned off in Halifax. We are going to see sunshine as clouds continue to clear out this morning, looking at a mix of sun and cloud. 15 degrees as of right now. Feeling quite muggy, though, for parts of Atlantic Canada early this morning. 15 degrees as well in Charlottetown, with 14 starting off your day in Fredericton. 19 degrees in Happy Valley Goose Bay, with 17 in Gander. We are going to see a bit of sunshine before a chance of showers returns for much of Atlantic Canada today. It's quite a low chance of it happening, but we are also seeing a risk of thunderstorms. In terms of your wind forecast, going to remain quite light for all 3 maritime provinces. 13 kilometers per hour in Canso this morning, 11 in St. John, New Brunswick. No wind gusts to report. We'll take one last look at your forecast just ahead. But first, one last look at your local news with Suzette.
Thank you so much, Latavia. Well, police are investigating a weekend shooting in Dartmouth that left 1 man dead. Officers were called to Leahy Road Friday night around 10:30. When they arrived, police say they found a 39-year-old man who had been shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say this shooting is being treated as a homicide, and they do not believe it was a random incident. No arrests have been made at this point. Nova Scotia's offshore energy regulator has released the names of companies that have qualified to bid on building Canada's first offshore wind farm. The Canada-Nova Scotia Offshore Energy Regulator identified 5 companies and 2 groups of companies that won approval to submit bids after they took part in a review process that ended in January. The companies were required to meet certain financial, technical, legal, and social criteria. The federal provincial agency says a formal call for bids for seabed licenses will be issued later this year. And while the high cost of fuel driven by the turmoil in Iran is coming down, it's still rippling through everyday expenses for people here in Atlantic Canada and across the country. CTV's Paul Hollingsworth with the one food item that had the biggest jump in price this spring.
Whenever Tino Kliranomos fills up, it's always a guessing game when it comes to how much he will pay at the pumps.
You get up and you look, and it changes by the day.
Gas and diesel prices have both been changing and dropping in recent weeks as the U.S. and Iran inch closer to a final peace deal. At one point, diesel was selling for more than $2.30 a liter in some Canadian cities. Now it's down across Canada and around the globe, but still relatively high compared to gasoline. Fuel analyst Carol Montroy says there are several reasons for this.
The federal excise tax that was removed on gasoline was 10 cents. On diesel, that same excise tax was 4 cents. So the decrease was less.
Prices for diesel were also much higher compared to gasoline before this latest drop.
And that is directly related to how strong the demand is for that type of products.
High-priced diesel is also increasing the cost of transportation in the trucking industry, which continues to be passed on to consumers. Prices for produce, imported meat, and seafood are still on the rise.
Salmon is the #1 product in terms of increases for the end of May, early June. Salmon prices at retail are up 80%.
Kliranomos has driven both gas and diesel cars. Regardless of what vehicle he owns, he expects to pay a lot for fuel.
Right now, we're just in a situation where if you're going to drive, you're going to have to pay.
There is every expectation the cost of diesel will stay relatively high until there is a change in supply and demand. In the summer, there is a seasonal spike in tourism, construction, and long-haul shipping, which causes an increase in diesel consumption. Paul Hollingsworth, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you, Paul. And finally, the 5th Canadian Division is standing down as part of an ongoing Canadian Army modernization initiative to build a more modern, agile, and mission-ready military. But as CTV's Brianne Foley shows us, pride for this historic division continues for Atlantic Canada.
A sunset ceremony on the 5th Division was held in Halifax on Saturday.
Doing it here in Halifax and at Emera Oval represents our history and heritage. This is where soldiers stood guard of Halifax, and so it's fitting for us to come back here one last time as a division.
One of 4 divisions that are regionally based will be made into 3 divisions focused on mission, task, and purpose.
This isn't the first time that we've retired the division or that we've taken them off the active order of battle. The reason that we're standing them down now is because we are reestablishing the Army the way that we need to be set up for the defense of Canada, to be a reliable and credible partner around the world.
Where the rules-based international order has ruptured, and Canada must rapidly rebuild and rearm its armed forces.
Changing to adapt to the world of today.
For the Canadian Army, we're in the midst of a modernization effort where it's all about bringing in new people, some pretty exciting capabilities, and making sure that we have the right structure for the missions of today and tomorrow.
It's part of our life. It should be. Most definitely. I advise anyone to get into it. There's a bright future for anyone that joins the military.
Brigadier General Mark Parsons, the commander of the 5th Canadian Division. Salute General Crisante! Ah!
Without forgetting where they came from.
I feel pride, happiness, and I'm glad to have been a part of it and to help support local Canadians around me in my role as a reservist.
Pride in the soldiers that were on parade, pride in the accomplishments that we've had over not only the past 2 years, but for the last 13 years that the 5th Canadian Division has been here in Halifax and throughout the Atlantic provinces, but also a personal pride for the successes that we've seen on domestic operations.
Green Foley, CTV News, Halifax.
Certainly
Incredible.
fascinating. Yeah, and it's just a sign of the times, things changing and evolving.
Yeah,
right?
so much practice to go into the marching. Everyone's hands, even though they're people at different heights, their hands are going exactly the same height. Yeah, really cool, yeah. All right, we're getting into the time of the morning where we tell you what's happening. Wimbledon is happening, and one thing that's new this year for players are much greener facilities. So the showers and kitchens in the building that you're going to see, they're mostly supplied by rooftop solar heat collectors at all the English lawn and tennis croquet club facilities. So they'll be able to deliver 100% of the hot water requirements for, well, 35 of their 42 player kitchens are also powered by solar energy.
Wow.
Neat that they have that much infrastructure for players. The court isn't the only thing that's green this year at Wimbledon, but my, it does look green.
Very cool. Yeah, lush.
Yeah.
That looks lush.
Very lush. Ooh. Very nice. Oh, they're ready. Green seats even. I didn't notice the seats were green at Wimbledon. Because people are always sitting them on the images that I see.
That's very true.
One day that might be us sitting in there watching a live tennis.
Who knows?
You never know. Who is to say?
All right, now we're going to talk about events taking place in our neck of the woods with our community calendar. First up, the city of St. John will host a full day of free, family-friendly Canada Day celebrations across the waterfront this Wednesday. You can be there for their cake cutting ceremony, live music, activities, and fireworks finale. For a full breakdown, head over to the city's website. And the Parkview Senior Citizens Club will host a Canada Day bingo in Summerside. On Tuesday, June 30th at noon, you can come out and enjoy a fun afternoon with both door prizes and cash prizes available to win. And Shakespeare by the Sea's summer season returns to Point Pleasant Park this upcoming weekend. The first production hitting the stage will be Beauty and the Beast, a fairy tale game show musical. That's so cool.
Yeah.
The production runs from July 4th until August 30th. To learn more about their summer lineup, head over to their website. And if you do have an upcoming event, send us the details. We'd love to promote it. Your Morning Atlantic at ctv.ca. Time now is 8:40. Make sure to stick with us. We'll be right back after this break. Good morning, Atlantic Canada, and welcome back. The time now is 8:43. We're taking a live look at Yarmouth. 13 degrees to start your day. Still holding on to a bit of fog early this morning, but we will see fog burn off, and cloud coverage will continue to clear out, seeing a bit of sunshine early this morning. Weather is brought to you by Cummins Trusted Home Standby Generators. 15 degrees already to start your day in Halifax, as well as into Charlottetown. 16 degrees early this morning in Fredericton. Still feeling quite muggy to start your day, though, for the Maritime region. 16 degrees right now in Labrador City, and 13 starting off your day in St. John's, Newfoundland. So we are going to see that cloud coverage start to break down across Atlantic Canada, seeing sunshine for much of the region. Fog will continue to burn off. We will be seeing a chance of showers, though, return for much of Atlantic Canada. Into the afternoon, with precipitation, we're looking at a risk of thunderstorms, as well as into Labrador and New Brunswick. And then into this evening, a chance of showers continues for parts of the Maritime region. Newfoundland and Labrador still holding on to a bit of precipitation. We will start to see that precipitation clear out. Fog will redevelop into the overnight hours, and we will be seeing clouds increase, but leaving sunshine early in the Tuesday morning. and then seeing a chance of showers return into the evening as well. So if you're wondering about precipitation totals, going to remain quite light for New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and only seeing around 2 to 5 millimeters across Labrador and into Gander for Newfoundland. For our forecast today for New Brunswick, daytime highs will be heating up, going to be quite warm, especially when you factor in that humidex, ranging from 22 degrees into St. John up to 29. We are going to see isolated showers into the afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms as well. Prince Edward Island holding on to sunshine into the afternoon as cloud coverage will clear out. 17 degrees for your daytime high in Surrey, up to 26 degrees in Tignish. For Cape Breton Island, eastern Nova Scotia, highs will range from 16 degrees in Canso up to 26 in Amherst. A mix of sun and cloud as cloud coverage begins to break down. We do have isolated showers, though, returning into the afternoon. For the rest of Nova Scotia, looking at highs between 21 degrees in Yarmouth up to 25 in Kentville. A mix of sun and cloud with isolated showers into the afternoon. Pretty light wind as well out of the northwest, only at around 10 kilometers per hour. And then for Labrador City, going to be quite warm today. 22 degrees is your daytime high. Looking at lots of sunshine to start your day. A chance of showers into the afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. 15 degrees into St. John's, Newfoundland, mainly cloudy skies with isolated showers into the afternoon. So for Tuesday's forecast, starting off with sunshine for much of Atlantic Canada early on, we are going to see the return of a chance of showers for parts of Labrador into Newfoundland, Cape Breton Island, and eastern Nova Scotia. And then into the afternoon, a chance of showers will return for parts of all 3 maritime provinces. For Wednesday's forecast, increasing cloudiness on Canada Day, we are going to see a chance of showers for the northern and central region of New Brunswick, mainland Nova Scotia, and then that increases yet again across all 3 maritime provinces. That's a look at your weather forecast. Going to throw things over to Crystal.
Latavia, thank you so much. Latavia, 846. Now, if you thought field trips were just for kids, guess again. The folks at Eastern Front Theatre want to bring back the fun of hopping on a bus and going for an adventure. So naturally, they're offering 2 summer field trips, one in July and one in August, to see some great theatre and have a lot of fun. Joining us to tell us more is Kat McCormick, the Executive Director of Eastern Front Theatre. Hello, Kat.
Hi, how are you?
I am great. Great to have you in. Let's talk about these summer field trips.
Yes.
You've done these in the past. They're incredibly popular.
Yeah,
they're coming up this month and next. There's still time to get tickets, so that's the good news. But let's talk about each of them. First of all, the July one's extra special because it's something, it's a collab.
Yes, so we're actually taking a field trip up to Ships Company Theatre in Parsboro. We go there every year, but this is the 3rd time we've done a co-production, so it's actually also our production. It's the world premiere of Frenchie's The Thrift Musical. It is in rehearsals right now in Parsboro. We started here in Dartmouth, but we're going to take the bus up. We're going to stop at Frenchie's en route. We get lunch, then we're going to see the show. We'll have an artist talk afterwards with the actors, which is also very fun and exclusive.
That's awesome. Well, first of all, tell me a little bit about, I know this is coming. We'll hopefully get a chance to see you actually rehearsing it and stuff at Alderney when it plays in October, but this is a chance to see the world premiere. I love the idea of a Frenchie's musical. Do you know anything about the origin of this event?
Yes, well, so we actually did a staged reading of the musical in 2023 at our Stages Theatre Festival in June. And it was, I think, the first and only event in EFT's history that sold out in like one day. So people were just coming, and so the show is by David S. Craig and John Roby, and they're sort of heavy hitters actually with ties to the East Coast, but they live in Ontario now. They work all over the place creating musicals, but they were just so obsessed with the idea of Frenchies. And I said, well, everyone here is obsessed with Frenchies. We all love Frenchies. Everybody's got a story. So they've written this hilarious, really beautiful musical. It's about 4 women in one family, 3 generations. They get trapped in a Frenchies overnight. And, you know, they've all got a secret. They've all got a new identity. And, you know, it's that thing when you care so much about someone, you want to protect them from the outside world. And, yeah, it's a good one.
Sounds great. Okay, guess what? We only have a minute left to talk about the one in August. Well, it's always fun to have you in, but let's talk about the one. This is at Two Planks and a Passion Theatre.
Yes, so we go out to Ross Creek Center for the Arts. They're so fantastic there. And they're doing The Wind Coming Over the Sea by Emma Donoghue, who is the author who wrote Room, which doesn't sound as fun, but this is a musical based on true letters from Irish immigrants to Ontario in the 1840s. Anyway, it is like a spectacular piece, and we stop there, we get a picnic. They make all their own, it's like homemade
The food is incredible.
It's so sweet.
They
yeah,
do a great job.
It's
It is
like
made with
truly
love.
farm to table, and you're
Yeah.
at the farm, and that's including the art and the food. So that's a really great experience.
Well, don't pick one. Go to both. Those are wonderful experiences to be with other people who love theater too.
It's a fun time, and people who just love Frenchies or love bus rides. We find the people on the bus, like it's different people from all walks that are just looking for something to do.
Greatly, beautifully curated this year. Thank you so much, Kat.
Thanks for having me.
And we have put a link to the website on ours, so if you want to check out these field trips, go to both. They sound amazing. They're coming up this summer. Don't miss out on your chance. It is 8:50. We'll take a short break. We'll be back to wrap up the show right after this. We're clear. That graphic...
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
Welcome back. Well, this is a fun part of our show. We get to share your responses to our Move Morning Chat from today. And today we want to know what your favorite Disney movie is. Thank you all. We had so many responses, so thank you all so much for sending them in. All right. Donna from St. John says, when I was a kid, Escape to Witch Mountain from 1975 was my absolute favorite Disney movie. I still love it to this day.
Hey, Donna, same. I was obsessed with it when I was a kid.
Never heard
of it.
Yeah.
Gotta check it out.
Very cool. Leanie from Halifax says, my favorite Disney movie was Hocus Pocus.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie for Halloween. Loved watching it during that time of year. Oh, that is a great...
I knew a wacky person who dressed up like the three characters.
Yes. Yeah.
That wacky person's name is Suzette Belliveau.
I've done that. That's a fun one. Yeah, that's a great
one, yeah.
Tony says Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We watched it every night for 2 years when our daughter Holly was born.
Oh, man, you know everything.
Yes.
Tony knows all the words, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Amanda Brown from Sydney agrees and says Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
It's a good one.
It is a classic. And I think the first animated movie ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
They raised the bar when they started that.
Christine from Pictou County says, love the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
That's a good one, yeah.
Forgot it was a Disney franchise. Yeah.
Great movies.
Lori from Lower Sackville says, definitely Cool Runnings. My fave.
That's a good one, too.
I have no idea what that's even
about. It's about the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah.
It's like
John Candy.
Based on a true story.
Yes. I've heard that.
You know what? I'd like to read that.
Didn't know that was
that would be good.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Candace from Cape Breton. Hard to choose a favorite, but I'd have to say Mary Poppins live or Lilo and Stitch animated.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Mary Poppins is wonderful.
Incredible, the live action, yeah.
And Lilo and Stitch classic, too. Good choices, Candace.
Tina from Amherst says The Jungle Book.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Great music.
Yeah, really good music. Yeah, Barb from Moncton says Old Yeller and the Three Lives of Thomasina.
Never seen
both.
No, never.
I have seen Old Yeller, and no, it's not for me. It's a little sad.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Never seen it. And Geneva says Beauty and the Beast. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Tale as old as time. Oh my gosh, that won Best Picture, you know.
Wow.
I love that movie.
Very nice. Kim says Bambi and Avatar are my favorite Disney films.
Those are good ones. Yeah, I've never seen Bambi.
I don't think I
It's
have
also
either.
super sad, but it is beautiful.
Mike from Cape Breton says, when our children were growing up, it was a toss between The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland, not Disney, and Finding Nemo. We watched both over and over again. Finding Nemo.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
Oh, yeah.
And LJ says, my favorite Disney movie is Lady and the Tramp. Love the spaghetti scene.
That's a classic.
Yeah, that's iconic.
I love to act that out.
Yeah,
that's a fun one. I should actually mention, Beauty and the Beast was nominated for Best Picture. Don't think it won. I think Silence of the Lambs won that year. It was
yes.
Strong year.
Very different.
Strong year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Control room. Jen's in the control room today. Jen. Oh, we can super quick. Okay. I don't know if we can do it, Jen, because it's not a super quick last laugh. So we'll save it for another day.
Save it for tomorrow, Crystal.
Save it. Keep it in your pocket.
And you got something done already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sometimes if we've got a little bit of time, I'll show a last lap, but this one needs a bit of time to listen to it. So
That's fair.
Save it for tomorrow. You know what we've just done? Completed a Monday show in record time.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
And you were joining us. We love all those responses to the Disney movies. That was a fun one. All right, it's now 8:57. We're going to go and start working on tomorrow's show. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m.
We'll be here.